And here we go, guys. Getting
Game
ready to
number
get
1
started.
with women's. We are playing to 25. You
That's
have
right.
to win on your serve.
That's right.
Rally scoring. So here we go.
Elise Jones to start. Game 1.
Elise Jones to serve.
0-0.
That was a really nice misdirect from Elise. I think she kind of caught Susanna pinching middle a little bit and went behind her. Nice control on that shot.
Yeah, game leads with a quality point. Whoa.
Another nice point. A couple net cords in there, but they recovered nicely. Elise with the lob.
Yes.
She is known for the lob.
Yes. Oh, did that just happen?
Oh, wow. Between the legs from Jill Braverman.
Yeah. Careful with that paddle toss, though. I'll tell you what. Tell you what. No, yeah, that was a fantastic tweener dink from the Jill Braverman.
3-0.
Wow, that serve is wild. Oh, nice. Looks
Good
like the
eye
Breakers-
from the California
Oh, yeah, excuse me. Yeah, it looks
Black
like
Bears.
Looks like the Black Bears have a pulse here.
That dink going a little wide from Susanna Barr. What I like so far, especially early on in this match, is that all the women are communicating really well. That's, you know, what I've noticed.
All right. Jesse coming from Salt Lake City, a little higher altitude. It appears to me that the ball's moving a little slower here today. I don't know if it's a little sunny or what, but is that something that we're going to be seeing all weekend here or what? Scrappy point.
Nice work from Jill Braverman there. Yes, the reason why I had mentioned it earlier is, you know, now we're in Kansas City, outdoors, it's really hot. The humidity and the heat can definitely slow that ball down. So you're going to look for longer points, harder to put the ball away. That's a good body shot from Susanna Barr, as compared to Salt Lake, which was indoors, high altitude, a little bit cooler because it's indoors. So now the ball is harder, flies a little bit more. Yes, exactly.
Taking care of business, Bay Area Breakers.
Braverman has used that combo a couple times now, keeping the opponents back, and then hitting a nice little drop volley short to pull them in, open the court up. Really executing that plan very well. So now we have the Bay Area Breaker women leading 6-3 against the California Black Bears. Elise is fired up. I love to see it. This is a fiery team, the Bay Area Breakers. Both women, you know, they play off of emotions, the high energy. They're going to be looking to pump each other up.
Little punch back from Susanna Barr. Nice angle. Amanda Hendry to serve. Drop. It's a good recovery from the Black Bears there.
Yeah.
Puts them within 2. Rally scoring. It's a tricky thing.
That ball was probably a little too low to speed up for Susanna Barr. It's, again, heavier condition, so the ball does not bounce up as much as these women kind of were used to coming from Salt Lake. Ball's going to stay a little bit lower.
9-5.
Third shot drive from point for Jill. She loves it. Side switch will occur at 13, 3 away. She knew right when she hit it. Time to refocus for the Black Bears.
A couple loose errors. That was a nice ball from Susanna Barr. Good depth, good placement.
6-11.
That was a really nice spot from Amanda Hendry. She was able to catch Jill still in movement, jammed her a little bit in her body. So far, what I've noticed is a lot of these women on their third shot are really driving the ball. They're really kind of using that third shot drive, fifth shot drop combo.
Yes. Is that something you utilize well as
I've
well?
definitely been using it a lot more, especially in rally scoring.
Okay.
Ooh, nice hands from Braverman, and we've got the side switch with the Bear Breakers leading 13-8 against the California Black Bears. But yes, what I was saying for me personally when it comes to the drive drop combo, third shot
explain
drive.
the logic behind as of, with rally scoring.
Right, with rally
you
scoring,
decide to-
because every point counts as compared to your traditional pickleball scoring where you can only win points on your serve. With rally scoring, for me personally, I've found that keeping the ball low and just getting it over the net and making more balls is far more important in rally scoring because every point counts. Whereas, if I'm trying to drop, if I don't feel like my drops are perfect, well, I could also still lose that point in rally scoring because you win on every point. So for me personally, having a shot that stays low and I can still make it ends up being a little bit more productive in the overall point than trying to hit a good drop.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Fair.
yeah. Now, if I'm feeling my drops and I feel great, then I'll go for it because it does give me more time to move forward. But, when I usually start a match, I kind of will start with the drive.
It's good to have options.
Yes. Oh. Little stare down.
A little much for me.
A little stare down from Jill
A
Braverman.
little much for me personally. If they're approaching the net in an aggressive way, it's a little much. Good scrap.
Oh, that is a really good angle from Susanna Barr on that overhead. She hit the first two at Elise, and Elise probably has some of the best defensive blocks and resets, and then she took the third one and angled it off the court.
Nice adjustment from Jill. Elise Jones, solid. Susanna Barr comes off with a nice distribution point, just really distributing her dinks well and taking the point. You don't want to make it harder than it needs to be.
Exactly. Sometimes less is more.
It's a great drop.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I think, if I'm correct, I think Jill Braverman is 3 for 3 on that combo of recognizing both players back, dropping it short, and then opening up the court, finishing on the next shot. All right, well, Barrier Breakers going on a little run here, leading 16-10 against the California Black Bears. Would this be a good time for maybe a timeout?
Heck
For
no.
the
Heck
Black
no.
Bears?
You
No?
never take a timeout, ever.
Ooh, good hands. Oh, nice finish from Elise.
Yeah, I think it's a good call. Put a little pause in the momentum right
Oh,
about
and there
yeah,
we
there
go.
it is,
There's the timeout.
You called
Nice.
it. You called it.
Timeout for the California Black Bear team is kind of your setter and spiker,
Yep.
similar to volleyball.
Yes, yes.
Right? So they're both doing a very good job of playing their role, which is why they're ahead right now, 17-10.
Hey. Off the net, unlucky.
It is unlucky.
For 1-2, right?
Yeah.
But it's a great shot from Elise Jones to kind of find that hole in the middle.
Right. That was a really good off-speed drive. You know, it wasn't hit too hard, so it actually started dipping, and it got below the net before Amanda Hendry could get up to the volley. Made it a tougher volley for her to handle.
Wow.
Oh, another good drive.
The blunt force is working.
Yeah.
6 away here. Huge hole for the California Black Bears. Running out of serve possessions at this point.
Oh, good eye from Bay Area Breakers letting that go. One of the toughest things I think to do in pickleball is recognizing out balls.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Let's see if they can, if California Black Bears can get a few points here. What I do know about the Bay Area Breakers is when they feel confident and hot, they kind of just keep going.
Yes.
So they need California Black Bears need to see if they can win a few points here to cool them down a little bit. Oh, nice lob. All right, and they've got another point on the board.
Tough miss. Breakers.
Yeah, Elise Jones serving at 22-12 here.
22-12.
Good adjustment from Amanda Hendry. I think on the previous volley she had missed, she was trying to be too aggressive with it, and those drives are dipping. So, you know, you just got to make that volley, keep it low, not do too much with it, and get ready for the next point.
Nice little put down from Susanna Barr. Notice here it takes, you know, about 3 or 4 as opposed to, you know, what might normally be the traditional 1 or 2 to put that ball away.
Nice point again from the California Black Bears. Yeah, I think there's a few things that go into that. I think, one, these are some of the best women in the world, so they make a lot of balls. 2, they all have great hands, and 3, the ball's a little bit slower and softer, so the points will last longer.
Aye. Gotta make them play.
Yeah.
Cannot give up that critical serve possession at this point, as they only have about 1 or 2 remaining. Braverman looking to put it in the books on this serve possession. Here we go.
23-15.
Yeah, the barrier breakers are really taking advantage of that third shot drive. It's been working for them in this game so far.
Game point here for the Bay Area Breakers, looking to go up 1-0.
24-15.
Okay.
Oh.
We mentioned that freeze, so they have a
Yes.
little bit of an opportunity here.
Yeah, so we are playing to 25, but you do have to win on your serve,
I think they
while the other team is still allowed to win points. And then if it gets to 24 all, you have to win by 2.
A 0 streak. Not exactly what they needed, and another game point for the Breakers.
24-16.
And that's going to do it.
That is game.
Off the paddle of Susanna Barr. Great performance by Elise Jones and Jill Braverman if they're going to keep it up like that.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. We have got barrier breakers to serve Colin Schick on the right, DJ Young on the left against Rafa Hewitt, the lefty, on the right, Brandon French on the left.
Easy breezy. First blood is struck.
I already hear Elise Jones in the corner of the barrier breakers.
It's a huge reason to have Elise Jones on your team. Just perpetual energy.
Yes.
Ooh, Young. That was a great scrap.
Yeah.
We got DJ Young rocking a gearbox paddle today. Interesting stuff.
1-1.
French rocking that mysterious Yola paddle.
Timeout. Point 2.
I'm looking for a lot of probably quick points from these guys.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm looking for a lot of hands battles, a lot of quick points, some speed ups.
Oh, yeah.
Good hands from the barrier breakers handling that.
I think you're right, Jesse, but I also think there's going to be a switch where it's going to be some long dink rallies as these boys realize real quick. 1, the hands on both sides of the net are amazing. 2, this ball is playing very slow right now.
Good drive from Rafa Hewitt.
3-2. Timeout. Point 3.
And we've got a missed return from Brandon French, going a little bit long.
4-3. Point 4. 4-4.
A couple missed thirds from both sides.
5-4.
That was a really good adjustment from DJ Young on that drive. The previous drive he had missed, and I think on that one he took some pace off, gave it a little bit more clearance, shaped the ball better.
Absolutely.
Good adjustment from him.
Absolutely. Nice touch from Schick there. Ooh, French earns it with that dink. Take a look at this bad boy from French. Inside out. Young looks for that baseline. No chance. Jams him up again. They're finding some spots on French.
Yeah.
Totally different game than the ladies' game thus far, it feels.
Yeah, it looks like the guys haven't quite gotten into a rhythm yet. They're still trying to, we haven't really seen too many points last longer than 6 shots. But, ooh. Oh, we got a little confusion from the players.
You're correct, I called it wrong, but it doesn't, you have until the return serve challenge it, otherwise you just play it out. So it is 7-7. Yeah, you called it wrong.
Called the score wrong. It's a little distracting to hear that score when you're focused on doing
Right.
what you need to do. Referee Bob explains that they do have until the serve return, till the serve return to call that out. On to the next point.
All right, California Black Bears leading 8-7 against the Bay Area Breakers.
There's a little shot of electricity from Rafa Hewitt.
Much needed for the California Black Bears. They definitely want to get this game so they can tie it up going into mix.
Stay in this match.
A couple of loose errors from DJ Young.
Ball is kicked. I, as a ref, would say something about that also. Yeah, we talked about Elise Jones and that energy, and I'm still resonating from that women's match. It was so good, the performance from Elise Jones and Jill Braverman. But the energy from Elise Jones and the focus from Jill Braverman, those are two of my favorite words in pickleball, energy and focus. And those two players exemplify both of those.
Yeah, it's definitely, they definitely have a good combination of both, a good balance of both.
Okay.
All right. Well, nice. Got a little hands battle there.
Yes.
For the men. Giving the Barrier Breakers another point at 9-11. There is a little bit of a shadow on the side where DJ is serving.
Ooh, nice drive. Okay, French doing French things.
He did a really good job of recognizing that the middle was open as soon as DJ ran around to try to hit a forehand dink on that shot. Probably pulled himself off the court too much. We're just playing chess out there.
That's right. That's right. Cannot give Rafa Hewitt that volley. It's a nice way to start after the side switch. Bada boom. Wow.
Oh, what a shot from Rafa Hewitt. That was really impressive because he came in with a lot of momentum, and to be able to still kind of control and work the ball like that and keep it in was impressive.
RH breaking it open here. Jesse, you do not play this weekend.
I do not play this weekend.
So will we get to hear you more in the booth?
Yes, I will be. I will be in the booth a few times.
Lovely.
For this event.
It's a great setup from French. Take a look again here. Just that angle, and Rafa with that left-handed forehand able to close it up nicely.
One of the advantages of having that lefty is having that both forehands in the middle. I like the idea from Brandon French. I like it, you know, changing it up. They have some room to work with. They're leading 17-10, so I don't think it's a bad time to try it.
So we got an out call from the Bay Area Breakers, and
It's tough because I don't know if, as a player in the heat of the moment, I would want to hear that either, though.
Oh, yeah. Well.
Like, on the court, I don't know if I would want to hear it was inconclusive, because then I'm thinking, so it could have been in?
Right, but that's the truth, and I'd rather hear that versus, you know, them saying something conclusive in a situation where they were not conclusive. But it's a burning topic in pickleball right
tough.
now,
It's
and
tough.
yeah, again, you know, the responsibility should not be on the players and the systems in place, but we're working towards it, folks. These guys are here to battle and on to the next point.
Good hands from the Bay Area Breakers. They've gotten the last few points here, so they're going on a little bit of a run. Let's see if they can close the gap a little bit more. Good eye from Brandon French, letting that drive go. Rafa Hewitt serving 18-13. Oh.
All right, off the chest of French, and now within 4, we have ourselves a game here. All right, the ball is called out. We're going to have another challenge here.
No challenge. They have.
That sounds good to me.
Yes, that was a good choice. I think the ball was out.
Yeah. And a missed dink from Young. Not seeing Young, break loose or free like I normally see him. I think we're at 0 yells from him. He's got one of the better yells in the game.
Yes, he does.
Or I'll call it a roar more so than a yell. It's definitely a roar. Oh my goodness. I like that point a lot. Rafa Hewitt had this huge opportunity out there, didn't do much with it to avoid the counter. However, French follows up with way too much, and that ball is out.
Yes.
That's good composure from Rafa Hewitt in that exchange. 15-20 now. Game to 25, win by 2. Must win on your serve.
Another good drive. I've noticed that in both of these games. The kind of 60% drive has been very effective.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
I think, people, when they think of a drive, they think, oh, we have to hit it hard.
Right.
And they don't realize that a drive that actually is dipping and it's below the net is far more tough to return than a hard drive that's just at the chest.
Advantageous, right? Yeah, definitely. Preach, Jesse, preach. Let the viewers know. There it is again. That was perfect third shot drive.
We got a little bit of
a little fire, a little C.
Little C from DJ Young, trying to get in it.
You've played with DJ Young
I have.
in the past,
yes,
right?
yeah.
Jesse knows.
Oh, no, it is not easy at all. Like, there's so many good players now, and they're just getting younger and younger and more talented that the competition is tough.
That's right. Ooh, handled from Rafa Hewitt. That's a good round him up. Let's take a look at this posture, how he counters this. Yeah, I think Rafa knew he was attacking before DJ did. 2-point game all of a sudden.
Yeah. They found a way to get back in there and keep it close. Really good volley from Brandon French.
No.
Oh. Rafa Hewitt going for behind the back. Didn't quite work out.
It's the type of shot that you might think he's still up 5 or something, but it's a tighter game than that.
Yeah, in rally scoring, this is the time where you really want to play smart pickleball. You want to make shots and play smart.
Critical points from here on out.
Oh, and Brandon French returned.
23. Right there, Frenchie.
Point. Schick actually pushed French off the line with that drive. Held off for Young to take the dink. He's almost there.
Yeah.
Like a wide receiver making a post
a little bit of
route.
miscommunication from the California Black Bears. I don't think Rafa Hewitt thought Brandon French was going to get there, and they both ended up on the same side of the court with the full court open for DJ Young to put it away. Obvious frustration from DJ Young, and it's, at 21, 23, you can't be missing those shots.
Game point for the Black Bears. Denied. Colin Schick is finally moving very well.
Yeah.
Now within one critical point. Breakers almost at an advantage with this score here. French burns him. Past the goalie to that sideline, cross court. Let's take another look here. French doing French things. Not it.
Yeah, French did a good job of changing his speed up spot. The last couple times he had taken the ball straight in front of him to Colin Schick, and I think they were expecting that again, and neither one of the Bay Breaker men was ready for that speed up. And we've got the drive to finish off that game for the California Black Bears.
You can describe it as brass tacks, bare minimum. It's exactly the same thing as two righties.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly.
Awesome. Here we go. Elise Jones to Rafa Hewitt. I was wrong. Oh, that's a nice way to start. That's a different Susanna bar already from our first round.
1-0.
Good eye from Young.
1-1.
Nice, and a smile on his face.
1-1.
Ooh, good eye from the California Black Bears letting that go. It was not out by much.
2-1.
That easy serve from Rafa there.
Football.
Ooh, football called by Sheriff Bob Swisshelm.
Point 2.
Here's another look at it. Out of the air, and that
I think
left
it was
foot
that left foot, yes.
stomping that kitchen line.
Right.
Tui returns from Rafa. Out called. So all sorts of fun stuff. The ball's called out. They're asking for the challenge. They ask the players potentially overturning. This will get smoother, and it would also get smoother over the course of the weekend, as this is our, let them finish here.
All right, we have an official challenge on the court.
And this is our first match of the day. This is that early camera crew as they set up, and not all the angles this match, but over the course of the weekend, our system will evolve over the course of this weekend, so looking forward to that in the future. But we'll take a look at what we have here. The ball coming in hot. In or out, looks pretty in from here. And on second look, it looks a little less.
I could see it.
Yeah.
I could see it. I could understand the call. Let me put it that way. I can understand the call.
Sure. It's not easy on the players to make these calls. They got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
I've missed a call before.
Yeah. And the angles, court position, the ball looks in and out from different parts of the court.
Sure. And moving forward, like every other sport, down the road, we'll hopefully take that responsibility off the player and allow it to be on the system in place.
Exactly.
To make those choices.
All right, so
Call's overturned. Ball was in. Point for the Black Bears.
Yes.
Susanna Barr to serve.
Time in. 3-2.
3-2. Slice return. Ooh, might have been his own spin that
Yeah.
caused that error there. (4-2) now here in the early game.
4-2.
Oh.
Yeah. Nice snappy forehand from Susanna Barr. Not too shabby.
5-2.
Another slice return.
That is a nice little punch volley from Susanna Barr going behind DJ Young, who was pinching middle.
Yeah, it's hard to name her shots, right? She's got some unique looks.
Very unique, very hard to read.
You've gotten to play with DJ Young. I've gotten to play with Susanna Barr, and she's one of my favorite players to play with on the court out there.
It looked like Susanna kind of changed her mind there mid-shot.
Let's take a look.
It almost,
Yeah.
I feel like she wanted to lob it.
Yeah.
It looked like she almost wanted
Yeah.
to lob it, and then
Yeah.
she decided not to, and it ended up being a slightly high dink.
That's what they say. They say hesitation causes car accidents.
He got what he wanted. He just was a split second late to it.
4-7. Point. 8.
DJ definitely frustrated with himself on that shot.
8-4.
Wow. Went for a lot there.
Yeah, it's really hard to change the direction off of, you know, the cross-court spin. Trying to go down the line, you really have to be precise with it.
Nice. Even just that ball, Elise Jones forces him to come back to his sideline just a little bit, forcing that error, in my opinion.
6-8.
And that forehand volley, Susanna Barr catches a little late, making it sail long. Barrier breakers going on a little bit of a run here, trying to close the gap.
Certainly are. Uh-oh.
That was a really nice combo from the barrier breakers. I like that drive from Elise, which really set up DJ to get in there and be
Yes.
aggressive at the kitchen line.
Yeah, and if he can keep that flame lit, the Black Bears are in trouble. Going for it again. Nice, and Susanna's able to keep that ball away from Young
Yes.
in that same play. 1 point game here. Match score 1 apiece. Nice deep return. It's the best advice you can give a lower level player, you know. Deep serves, deep returns. Allows for good things to happen. Another thing you see between this level of play versus perhaps lower levels is those third shot drives or drives in general, they're not into the net. If they're missing, it's elsewhere, into the player, somewhere else, but don't lose to the net.
Right, exactly. Elise is fired up, trying to get DJ fired up.
10-10.
That was a nice little scorpion from Susanna Barr. Her hands ready for that speed up.
Oh, yeah.
Little scorpion punch.
Yeah. That is a shot I do not have.
It's okay, I don't have it either.
I'm not sure if I want it. I'll take it. ATP? Off the post.
Yeah.
Of course, in pickleball, if the ball touches the post, the play is dead, and the point is lost.
It had potential to be there if DJ waited a little bit longer for it to get on the outside.
Yes.
He kind of took it a little too early. That's a big serve from DJ Young, forcing the missed return from Susanna Barr, tying this game up at 12-12.
A little bit of a checkpoint reached here. We will have 13. We will have a side switch after this point. What a drive!
Really good drive. Yes, I feel like.
Yeah, it's a great tool to gain advantage over the course of the point.
Yeah.
Lovely. Oh, not so much.
It was the right pace. He just needed to aim a little bit higher. But I'm liking that, you know, both of these teams are really utilizing that third shot drive, fifth shot drop combo.
Yes. Yes. Powerhouse Elise Jones, but Rafa Hewitt.
Oh!
Ball's out.
A little too much on that.
Jesse, are you a setup guy or the put away person?
I think for the most part, I'm the setup person,
Yeah.
but I can put it away.
Yes.
If I have the time for it and the opportunity. That's a good lob from DJ Young.
Yeah, I'm a setup guy also.
Yeah.
But if I'm playing with you, you're the power.
I find the balance, you know, whatever is needed of the partnership.
I like it.
Oh, Rafa coming over trying to help Susanna Barr on the volley off of the return. Misses it wide. The barrier breakers now have the lead at 15-13. And we've got Elise Jones really happy for her partner.
And right there, guys, that's why you don't want to Ernie everything, right? That's the risk reward with the Ernie, is that it does pull you out of position. It does pull you off the court. Unforced from DJ Young. 3-point game.
That is a good shot down the middle. I would say probably one of the only disadvantages of the two forehands in the middle is sometimes when balls are faster and it's a faster pace and it gets on the opponents quicker, who takes that with their forehand. There does need to be that communication.
The communication, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, the symmetry can be
because
tricky.
now they both have forehands.
Yeah. Three-point game here to 25. Win by 2. Must win on your serve. Susanna Barr.
That return goes a little long, giving the California Black Bears another point. Trying to close the gap, keep it close. That's what I always say. In rally scoring, as you start getting to the end, you want to keep it close. You don't want to lose too many points in a row and give up too much of a gap.
Oh, my goodness. Elise Jones couldn't believe it either.
I feel like that was the lob she wanted to hit previously, and it ended up being kind of a slightly higher dink.
Earlier,
yeah. Like a few points earlier, and that one worked.
Yeah. She might have maybe some sweat, maybe paddle slipped in her hand, something like that.
Or it was just complete surprise.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes those kind of shots will work once.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the ones that no one expects,
Yep.
it fools you the first time, and then you don't ever play it again.
Rafa closes.
Wow. And we've got ourselves a tied game.
My goodness. And it's developing into quite a dynamic match here.
A lot of momentum shifts.
Kansas City MLP. Thanks for joining us, folks. Oh, can't have it. Can't have it. Nice. Coach Dom Catalano. Owner Richie.
For the California Black Bears?
Yeah, sending some good energy out there. Yeah. bar. Taking over. Love it. Full commit. No hesitation there on that one.
Yes.
19-19.
Lovely. Oh, the setup.
Oh, the off speed worked. Elise Jones kind of caught it a little bit late.
Take a look at Susanna. She had the balance for a much harder counter and then couldn't make the adjustment after that. Over anticipation almost.
20-19.
Out of the air.
And that works. There we go.
Little overeager poke from Susanna Barr into the lethal hands of DJ Young. Got to keep that patience as we get closer to 25 here. Don't let the score affect your decision making.
That was a really good drop from
yeah.
DJ Young.
Oh yeah, there he
That
is.
that was a very aggressive third shot drop.
There's the master craftsman.
Yes, yes.
22-19.
Yep. And a great punish from DJ Young to see that spot.
Great setup from Elise Jones with the lob.
Rafa does all he can to. Oh, that's not what we were looking for. I don't know if that were the cliff notes from the coaches.
No, but
Game point.
That was a good serve from DJ Young. He's been going for it. He missed one earlier, but he's still going for the serve, which.
All right, held. 20-24. Got some work to do on this serve possession. Not too many left. Great energy from DJ Young here, dictating the point very well. Ball is out. Game point. Oh, Elise with the haymakers.
She played the out ball. A little too late on that from Susanna Barr, giving Barrier Breakers game number 3, game number 1 in our mixed session. Now the Barrier Breakers lead 2-1.
And it's going to be up to Amanda Hendry and Brandon French to bring it to the Dream Breaker.
They'll be going up against Jill Braverman and Colin Schick.
I believe we have the Bay Area Breakers, Jill Braverman to serve. Game to 25. Here we go. Calm, cool, collected. Brandon French taking that first point. 24 to go.
Yeah.
1-0.
That was a good spot from Jill Braverman. I think she saw Brandon French. She held the forehand speed up for quite a bit of time, which allowed her to pick her spot, and it made Brandon guess, and he guessed wrong. He guessed kind of to the backhand line, and she went middle.
1-1.
What?
Oh.
I don't know how that one got missed. That's wild stuff.
It was almost too easy.
Yeah, they're too easy.
This
right?
too easy. You know, you kind of lose a little bit of focus when it's that easy instead of sticking to it.
Jams up French. Oh. No! French.
Oh.
I've seen that a little bit.
I felt like in that point there was at least 5 shots for the barrier breakers to end it, and they just didn't quite do it.
That last shot, though, I saw that in Grand Rapids a little bit where, French can let Hendry take that. I think she's more than capable and powerful enough to be an influence on those shots.
Right.
Wow. It's a good eye, a gamble of a let go, but he came out on top. You mentioned earlier, Jesse, letting out balls go out. Huge. Hendry, high drop.
Oh.
French. Tried to pull a Rob Cassidy there, but. Okay.
Good eye for the California Black Bears, letting that drive go from Jill Braverman.
Oh, wow. Braverman able to use that reach to get that good volley on that one, but not enough to recover back middle. Great hands from Hendry.
Yeah.
Another high drop, but French cleans it up. Yes, and right when they make it to neutral, Schick ends the point. Beautiful stuff.
A lot of awkward points so far, I feel like.
I would say.
Some awkward court positioning and placement of the ball. People are getting a little jammed up.
Yeah. It's scrappy for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
No one wants to give in or concede anything. That's not going to cut it. Got to do more with that serve possession. Will we have our dream breaker?
I think everybody hopes for that. Nice little backhand counter punch volley from Colin Schick, keeping it simple, not doing too much with it.
Hour and 17 minutes into this match, and it is already at least 10 degrees hotter than it was earlier. And you can hear Elise Jones with the punctuation.
Up her partners. Yeah.
She is the team mascot no matter what team she's on, and it is a powerful force, the energy from Elise Jones. French. No! That is a Brandon French staple.
He does a really good job of holding it for a long time. That is hard to read where it's going. And it gives him options.
Another crafty player,
Yep.
like DJ Young. Brandon French. Speaking of France, the Summer Olympic Games are going on in Paris right now.
Yeah.
So this is as close as we have to Olympic pickleball at this time. Love to see these players leading the way. Oh no! It's like the third one we've seen, fourth. That's at least the fourth obscene miss we've seen here today.
Yes. You almost start to wonder if sometimes it might be visuals. Maybe when the ball gets up to a certain height, there's a glare or something, and they kind of lose sight of the ball. Or they get too excited. It could be that too.
There's a lot, the
you
excitement.
You get a high pop, easy ball. You just want to crush the ball and put it away.
My least favorite to miss is the sweaty hand.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you bring the wristband, bring the
rosin bag.
Yep, the rosin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh. They kept themselves alive, and then Jill, unfortunately, missing the reset into the net.
Elise Jones leading the parade. 12-9.
Yeah, 12-9.
That serve is wild from Jill. Okay.
And we've got a yell from Jill Braverman. She is pumped. She is in this. She wants it. She wants it to end at 3-1 for her team.
Yeah, I like that. I like that mentality, that fight.
And we've got the switch. Bay Area Breakers leading 13-9 against the California Black Bears.
Yeah, on this switch, I want to ask, because I'm seeing a unique serve from Jill Braverman, and I know that there's other unique serves going on in MLP. You're on a premier team right now. What is your understanding of the serve rules going on in MLP versus, say, a PPA event?
Yeah, so from what I understand, as long as your wrist is below the contact of the ball, you're allowed to serve as high as you want for MLP.
Wow. Wow, that's pretty unique.
Yes.
Doesn't fall under the 3 criteria that are normally.
Yes, as long as when you're making contact, you have your wrist below the contact of the ball.
So
and
that's
you're not going from like a high to low with your wrist or straight across. As long as it's below the contact of the ball.
Wow.
In MLP, it's all fair.
So that's a serve that's unique specifically to only MLP.
Yes, that is correct. Yes.
Wow.
And I think the idea behind it was so that it's easier for refs to then call serves because it's less to look at. They only have to look at the wrist and they don't have to look at everything else.
Sure, yeah.
Because there's a lot going on for the refs. The refs are doing such a good job out there trying to focus on everything that if we can make their lives simpler, MLP feels like this will help.
Right, yeah. It's a route to take for sure. I think the PPA serve has done a great job. I will say, while we're talking about serves, for just this second here, the standardized, drop volley serve below the waist has done great things for pickleball. But yeah, Jill Braverman's wielding that serve very well, that MLP serve. So that's why you might be seeing some foreign serves at home, but the MLP serve is unique here and now. Wild stuff. Here we go.
That is a nice. Is that called the tomahawk? With like when you reverse.
Oh yeah.
And you go with the forehand instead of a backhand. You flip it over and go with the forehand from Brandon French. There, gives you a little bit more angles and creativity to work with.
Okay.
Braverman did a good job of covering Colin Schick when he got pulled off the court, but just couldn't quite keep it alive long enough.
An amazing drop shot from Brandon French puts them within 2.
It's a shot that I've been seeing a lot more players utilize.
You have to have it. That's a shot that I would practice right away on the ball machine. French!
Nice little misdirect with the forehand behind Colin Schick.
Getting Frenchy. He's a unique player when he delves into it like that with that type of discipline. Love it. Oh, Jill. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, and a foot fault was called on Colin off of that Ernie.
Pretty thick foot fault on the base of his foot on that sideline. It was pretty thick.
And it looks like the Bay Area Breakers are going to challenge the foot fault.
Kitchen. I don't think the refs should be the lines people. I always go back to the volleyball.
Right.
You can find a video that I never made on my Instagram about how I feel the volleyball lines referees would be suitable for pickleball.
Yes.
We had
all right, we are back at they've tied it up 15-15. That is a nice speed up from Brandon French.
Yes.
it's really hard to know where he's going to speed that ball up with his forehand because he drops his paddle down and he has so many options.
Yes, yes.
And I think, you know, for anybody out there that wants to hit forehand speed ups, the earlier your preparation, the easier it is to execute.
I love that tip. I love that tip.
16-16.
All right, so the out call has been made here. She called that ball out. Are they going to maintain that call? They are. And yeah, we got to see a replay of that. It looked pretty in. It looked pretty in.
So the California Black Bears are challenging the out call made by the Bay Area Breakers. As the call stands, Bay Area is serving at 17-16.
So another call there. They're looking for it. And I feel like the Black Bears, you know, they've been under the gun for their line calls that took place in Grand City Rapids.
Right.
You know, and now they're kind of learning from it. They're like, yeah, well, let's use our challenge, you know, and work it out here. They're actually on the exact other end of that situation right here, right now. That ball was very in.
Yes.
You know, fortunately, there's a system in play that has the, you know, the correct.
After video review, the ball is declared in.
Okay. Nice. So that is a wonderful situation when the system does not fail you.
Right, exactly. Yes.
I mean, these players have so much responsibility on them, so.
And things are happening quickly, you know, like it's very tough to make those calls. I'm hoping eventually we'll get to kind of like a Hawkeye system like what tennis has.
Absolutely.
Where, you know, they'll have a computer or AI taking over and making those calls for us.
Time in. 17-16.
Brandon French trying to forehand speed up again, doesn't quite execute it as well. He was probably too far out of position to speed up.
It's a great call from French. Way to let it go.
Yes.
We are at a tight one here, folks.
Yeah, a lot of the times when it comes to letting out balls go, you have to determine before.
Yes.
You know, you have to kind of take everything into consideration, the way the person looks, their swing, how hard they're hitting it.
Oh, wow. Such a great job from Hendry to get into that kitchen line. Wasted by Brandon French putting that one into the net.
18-18.
Blood's pumping now. Yikes. I'm feeling it in my core here.
This is where, you know, you got to make your thirds.
You got to make your thirds,
As
make
you
your
said,
dinks.
you got to get it over the net.
Yeah.
Even if you miss it high.
Yes.
They might play it.
Yes, yes. Force them. French. Can't keep it on court. French is able to take control of this point with some good shots. Don't want to bring up those wrist issues he's had in the past, but there's a possibility that that affected his execution as he took full control at that point. Close, creeping towards 25 here. The lefty Hendry to serve. Too much firepower from the breakers.
Tying it up at 20-20.
I want that dream breaker. Nah.
That was a really good take from Brandon French. I think the partners that are at the kitchen line as their, you know, the players that are at the kitchen line helping their partners cover the middle.
Fans are pouring in here. We got about at least 200 people watching this live right now. Successful drop.
A really good combo from Amanda Hendry and Brandon French.
This is a textbook point.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. So good. Ooh, missed serve return. All it'll take is one stop from the breakers. They can't stop now. Schick to receive. Deep return. Silky drops. Schick wastes no time. And the unexpected initiate from Schick gets them the serve possession back. 2-point game.
All right, keeping it close. That's the goal for any team as they get down to the end. Oh, what a reset, volley, counter. I don't even know what to call it from Jill Braverman there. All right, we've got Colin Schick to serve. It's a tied game.
23-23.
That is a great angle from Brandon French, opting out of hitting the overhead hard, but placing it well. Placement over power.
Yeah, nice setup spots from Hendry to give him that opportunity. It's good teamwork. Here we go, 24. Ball's out, called out. Well, it's been a fun game of challenges, and we got another one here. Bob Swissholm explaining their rights. Oh my goodness gracious, into the lion's den of the backhand of Colin Schick. 25-24 now.
What a time to pull.
Indeed, bold,
yes,
to say the least.
It worked.
Casual drop. And they put it down to send us to a dream breaker.
All right.
An intimate moment.
They're giving the people what they want.
For the California Black Bears. 2 games apiece. We are going to a dream breaker, folks. That is our... Welcome back to Kansas City MLP. We have our dream breaker scenario. DJ Young being the ace for the Bay Area Breakers versus Brandon French. Bay Area Breakers had to present their lineup first, and the Black Bears responded with French. Here we go. Huge miss. First point to the Black Bears. And folks, we might have a change of guard here. We might have some different commentators as we move to Pickleball TV in the middle of this hot action here in Kansas City. What a point.
Oh, that's a good point from both players, but DJ Young pulling it out.
Rob Cassidy here, Jesse Irvin. It's been a pleasure.
I've been having the greatest.
Yes, it's been a good match.
Yes.
French, bringing it down. Oh, talking during the point. Yeah. Ooh, Bob Swissholm's mentioning he's talking to himself. Normally anything outside of partner communication would be considered.
Correct, but there is no partner
exactly
in singles.
Yeah, yeah.
So it is a little.
French has a lot of friends, imaginary friends out there, but. Oh, they're gonna. There's plenty of arguments to be made out there. I'm not even sure what he said, but is a roar or a grunt?
I think if I heard it, and I heard a little bit, it almost sounded like he said no DJ. Like DJ was trying to pass him, and then he went out.
Yeah.
And he was like, no DJ.
No,
like, that's not going to work.
I would say that would be a hindrance.
That would be a
or
hindrance,
a distraction.
Yes.
You know, and anytime we find ourselves in these unique situations, I like to still categorize pickleball as a young sport. always go to our ancestors, if you will.
Right.
Like, what occurs in tennis when a player does
Yes,
something like that?
yes.
Is it a hindrance in tennis or in ping pong? And therefore, we should
Yes.
adopt that rule and apply it here. So,
Yeah.
it's not
And
too
it's tough
crazy.
because Brendan French does like to chirp. So I think,
He's a singing bird for sure.
Yeah, so it's just in the moment he kind of forgot where he was. But it looks like the refs are going to talk amongst themselves to figure out exactly what the call is.
And if they make the call and he loses the point, then he loses the point.